Have you ever been stuck with this freaking jump engine that has not been working recently? Which means this. So, today I'm going to be showing you how to make a simple jumping mechanism with its very own floor. So, my ate is literally talking on a video again, so yeah, I think her voice is going to be famous. Just saying. So, you're gonna want to throw all the jump scripts away because we're not gonna be needing them. All you need to do is when green flag click and then go to 0 0. That's what our goal is gonna be. Now we're gonna draw a sprite. Sorry, yeah, we're gonna draw a sprite and just put any color in and just fill the entire screen. And we're gonna size it down. First, we're gonna make sure our cat on there. Also position it to 0 0 0. Okay. We're gonna put this at any size we want, like this there. So after that, we're also gonna put the same scripts into the sprite too. For now, we're gonna name this cat. We're gonna name this floor, and we're also gonna name the project jumping mechanism. Now we're gonna save the project so that it doesn't lose that. So after this, it's gonna both go to 0 0, which is gonna lead into this. So after that, I'm gonna go into the costumes. We're gonna name this floor normal because we're also gonna add a lot of stuff to modify this in the next episode. So scratchy cat, we're gonna name this normal, and this one jumping. There you go. Now, so first thing we're gonna want to do, we're gonna need to switch the costume to normal, and drop that in here. Switch costume to normal, and for this one, switch costume to floor normal. And now we're gonna make a new variable called gravity for this sprite only because we don't want other sprites to share it. And don't click the cloud variable because we don't want others to see our gravity, or else it will be very confusing. Also, delete this my variable. And when flag clicks, set gravity to 0. The best thing about this is if you click only for this sprite, in this sprite it's gone. There is no variable over here that we can use. So set gravity to 0. Okay, now here's where our friend forever loop comes in, and then our new block we're gonna use in this channel is the if then else block. So for example, I'm gonna explain it. So that means if touching mouse pointer, if this cat is touching the mouse pointer, this slot is what's gonna happen, and this slot is what's not gonna have. It's what Okay, fine. So if the scratch cat is touching the mouse pointer, these commands are gonna run. But if it's not touching the pointer, these scripts are gonna run. For example, look, I'm gonna add an arm for every loop, and then go turn 15 degrees and turn 15 degrees that way. So if we click this, it's not touching the mouse pointer, so it's turning that way 15 degrees. But if we let our cat touch the mouse pointer, it's gonna turn the other way. So that's how the if else block works. Now we're gonna let it point in direction 90. Also, we're gonna put that in there. And we're also gonna put this in there because we don't want it to face any direction when we start. So put away all of those scripts that I just showed you, and stop, and then put the if then else inside. Now we're gonna go with the um we're gonna go with the touching key. If touching, sorry that I threw it away. Just to put it in again, I am dumb. Okay, if touching floor, we're gonna set the gravity to zero, and if it's not touching the floor, we're gonna change gravity by -1. You're gonna probably ask me like, why -1? This is a check. It's because if it's gonna be only one, then that means it's gonna go up instead of going down. So look, I'll show you. But first, before I show you, we're gonna put change y by gravity at the very bottom, like this. Now here we go. See, that's what I told you. Now the catch gravity is just going way up over here. So that's the whole reason why I did this in the first place. So now, here's we've come into our next problem. You see? Okay, hold up. First, we gotta put this in our front layer. There you go. Now, you might have noticed that the feet are kind of digging into the ground there. I mean, it kind of looks cool, but if you spam click it, if you spam click it enough, it's gonna like go like really down. So that's gonna be our first problem. What we wanted to do is like when it's touching the ground, we want it to slowly go up until it's not touching it. So now, if touching floor, we're gonna name a new block. I mean, not yet. Sorry. So we're if touching floor, we're gonna do this. We're gonna repeat until we're gonna put a repeat until no, but we're gonna put this there. Repeat until touch not touching floor. So we're gonna put in a not and we're gonna duplicate the touching floor script. Yeah. Okay. So repeat until touching floor, not touching floor. Sorry. Why did it go at the bottom? Repeat until not touching floor. Change x by 1. That's gonna be what's happening. Oh, sorry. Change y by 1. Okay. There you go. You see how it's just jittering above that? So yeah, that we run into our first problem. We can't fix that right here because it will mess up with our touching floor scripts. So toss out the old repeat not until not touching floor script. We're gonna make our new block named check touching floor. And make sure to tick that run without screen refresh. So that so I'm gonna explain what run without screen refresh does. So running without screen refresh, that means that it's gonna run without the screen showing it, like, but if you don't put that run with screen refresh, like for example, this cat is gonna dig in and it's gonna slowly back up until it doesn't touch. But if you take run without screen refresh, it's just gonna show that it's not gonna go slowly up, it's just gonna stay there because it doesn't let the screen show the action. So yeah. And by the way, never dry your cat. The gravity is gonna go crazy. Now we're gonna define that check touching floor right here in our old repeat until scripts. Like that. But it's still digging in because we haven't put the check touching floor yet. And then we're gonna put our new custom block in at the top of the gravity. You see that it's still the same. You're probably asking me, it's still the same, Raja. Why is what's happening? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get two change y's and set them both to -1 and -1, and then we're gonna put them each at the bottom, and now it's staying still. You know why? It's because it's changing y by 1, but at the first run of the script it's changing y by -1, so it has double gravity. And then after that, there's still another double gravity. So yeah, it's kind of pulled into the ground right now. Yeah. And it's more realistic even. So if you know click the go, it kind of like bounces, and we don't want to change that. Next thing we're gonna do, it's a bonus code. This is not this is not just a jumping mechanism. But before we do the bonus code, we're gonna save it, and we're gonna do the actual jumping mechanism that you came for. We're gonna put an if then statement over here, and your jump key, and if jump key pressed, then change gravity by 15. You can play with this, even. So yeah. Now if key W press is gonna change W by 15. So yeah. But you can also make for smoother things, you're gonna make a new variable name called jump power for this sprite only. Actually for all sprites. Now we're gonna set gravity. We're gonna set the jump power, the first part, to 15. Our jump power. Now we're gonna set gravity. Change gravity by jump power over here. There. Now our jump power is 15. Now you can play around with this. Now if you just change it by 21, and then it's jump power is 21. You can jump as high as you can. This is why I made it there so that it's easier. Now, the bonus code. Let me just take a bite of my orange. That's good. I'm sorry you have to hear me chew, but it's fine. Is it fine for you guys? I have no idea. Firstly, remove the tick so that they can't see what's going on in the code. Now, the bonus code is a squish effect. So, yeah, get the square tool, start and align your mouse pointer here, and while pressing shift, just make, just make a huge rectangle like this wide, just as the screen wide. Now, what you're gonna do is you're gonna remove the fill. Yes, there. Now we're gonna just align the foot. Okay, hold up. Okay, hold up. It's gonna be centered. It should be centered like this. Check for any of those, and there. Now we're gonna make the fill, the outline transparent. There. Now you can't see it, and only if you hover your mouse pointer the costume editor. Normal. So yeah. So it still works like that. What are we doing? We're not just adding a jump mechanism. We're adding a squish mechanism. Let's go. So forever, get another forever loop. We don't want it to be stuck with the script. We're gonna do an if then. If the down key of you pressed, which is gonna be S for me, we're gonna change the fisheye effect, or the change fisheye effect by 25. And we're gonna duplicate this with the repeat 10. We're gonna do repeat 6 and repeat 6, 40 and negative 40. So this is what's gonna happen. So yeah, it's just gonna squish down. Pat. There you go. So now if we do this, key S pressed, let's go. Now we're gonna make a new variable called squish power. There. For this sprite only. Actually, let's make a new squish power. All sprites. Actually, no. Delete this first and make a new squish power. And on for all sprites. There you go. Now, set squish power at the top of here. Squish power to 6. And then we're gonna make a new negative squish power. All sprites too. Now we're gonna also set the negative squish power to -6. So we're gonna set this the negative squish power. So now it's gonna do this. Um uh sorry people. This is also supposed to be safe. Okay, so I after all we didn't even need that. Yes. After all we didn't even need that. Pow. So it's gonna do this. Now try to tamper with the squish power and make it like 100. It's squishing like a charm. Uh, hmm. Okay, that's good. Now that's it. So basically, that's all I needed to teach you. So we're also gonna set clear graphic effects when yeah. So yeah, it's like that. Guys, don't mind my ate. She doesn't know YouTube, so yeah. So yeah. Yeah, that's a squish thing. Actually, what if we do this? Well, it's not gonna work. Yeah. Okay, guys, wait. Okay, so next episode we're gonna be learning about all these operators, stuff. So we're you can save your project for now or share it. So yeah. So yeah, that's it for today, and goodbye, guys. Yeah.